Welcome to Greg Hanson's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. I'm Star Sports editor Ryan Finley, here with Greg Hanson. And Greg, on deadline, Arizona delivers with the Hail Mary touchdown pass. Austin Hill hauls in a bomb from Anu Solomon on the final play of the game, and Arizona escapes with a 49-45 win over Cal. You've been around for a long time. You ever seen something like this?
I really have. Ortiz Jenkins somersaulting into the end zone to beat Washington in 1998 had more meaning down the road. But at the moment that happened, that was every bit that this was, maybe more.
You made a great point in your column that ran in Sunday's Star, was that people are going to compare this to the end of the New Mexico Bowl game, but it didn't really matter who won the New Mexico Bowl. For Arizona, the opportunity to start 4-0 heading into a brutal stretch of their season, I mean, you hate to say must-win game in Week 4, but I think it was.
I agree with the term must-win because I think Cal had better players than Arizona. I think Colorado is the only team in the schedule Arizona will be favored to win. And so if you lose the game to Cal, you've got a chance to go 5-7. I think Arizona is really going to struggle to go 6-6.
I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, you look at the teams that they should beat. I mean, Washington State, I think, is a coin toss game. Colorado is a game that they should probably win. Everything else, now you're looking at, okay, you got to steal one.
You got to steal one. You got to beat Washington at home.
Yep.
You got to either USC or ASU, you got to play the game of your life to beat them. And then you're still going to be about 6-6.
Right, and so much of that to me depends also on two injuries in the league. So if Taylor Kelly and Brett Hundley are under center when Arizona plays them, that suddenly becomes a really tough game. If they're not, and if Arizona is suddenly going up against a backup, a Jerry Neuheisel, a Mike Bercovici, suddenly they have a little bit of a chance, don't you think?
Root for Jerry Neuheisel. That's one of Arizona, but of course that game's in the Rose Bowl. So I think even Jerry Neuheisel, that's going to have to be some coaching magic by Rich Rod to win that game.
Greg, we've looked at sort of how Arizona finished that game. Talk about that fourth quarter. I mean, it's statistically the greatest quarter they've ever had offensively.
I watched the entire fourth quarter twice now on Pac-12 networks, and each time I go, boy, I can't remember that. I didn't remember that. So many things had to happen that you never thought would happen, and they had to happen one after another, or it wasn't going to happen. That's too many happens. But that was the game. There was too many things that happened that shouldn't have happened.
To me, the turning point of that game, or the play that I think gets most overlooked, is the onside kick. Was that Arizona had onside kicked down 8, and a Cal guy knocks the ball out of bounds and gets penalized for it.
Yeah, he'd caught it and thrown it out.
Thrown it out of bounds. That is a rookie mistake. If that penalty doesn't happen there,
game over.
Game over.
And then on the retry, both Cal perimeter guys backed off, and the third guy in didn't go for the ball. It was just they messed up.
Wow. Greg, real quick here before we sign off, what did Saturday night's game tell you about Anu Solomon?
It told me that he is a gamer. I mean, he's a winner. We know that coming from high school. They were one series away from taking him out. I mean, Rod Smith's never going to say that, the quarterback's coach. He's not going to say that on the record. They were going to take him out. But he didn't have that one bad series.
And he will now forever, even if he never does another thing in Arizona, he'll be known for the Hail Mary touchdown pass.
Hail Mary joins Leap by the Lake.
Absolutely. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Greg Hanson's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. For Greg Hanson, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
It's game time here at Albertsons, so listen up. It's our goal to help you score great deals. So pay attention to the game plan, because you could win Cardinal season tickets, the chance for your child to be a Cardinal kickoff kid, or $10,000 cash and other prizes. Here's what you do. Look for this tag, buy $10 worth or more. Grab your prize code at checkout and enter it at scoregreatdeals.com. Now let's play football. Get in the game for your chance to win.